The Black Balance Network. The Black Balance Network is a cooperative of black content creators that provide opinions and commentary. We are all about supporting the individual, collective, and community, as well as supporting businesses and ideas to the grassroots level. The group includes Business Minded Talk, D. Durrell, Faith, Ray Ray the Awareness Channel, and the Screen Learning Channel. Be sure to check us out, and we look forward to providing you with great content. After 3 prominent individuals made headlines in September 2020 alone for falsely identifying as black, a 4th has now joined the lineup. Craig Chapman, a white male University of New Hampshire professor who was called out for being fake after posing as a black woman on Twitter. So basically he was doing the same thing Antifa was doing at the Black Lives Matter protests, and that is pretending to be black and committing a crime in hopes that people would blame black people, calling himself the science femme woman in STEM. Chapman hid his false identity as an immigrant woman of color who grew up in poverty, while bragging about how he shut down an effort by his department to issue a statement denouncing racism and white supremacy after Twitter users noticed an uncanny resemblance between tweets from the Science Femme and Chapman's personal account. An internet email from University of New Hampshire's chemistry chair, Glenn Miller, confirmed that, quote, the fake Twitter account was in fact set up and run by Chapman, end quote. Glenn Miller, who exposed the identity tourist Craig Chapman, stated, there were a large number of things written by Craig that ranged from unfortunate to hurtful to deeply offensive. These statements do not represent me nor the collegial, collaborative, accepting department in which I have had the privilege to work for the past 25 years. I reject those statements and their intent wholeheartedly, but even so, I do not reject Craig. I am not giving up on Craig, end quote. And Glenn Miller added he was hoping the scandal wouldn't end Chapman's academic career. Chapman's curious behavior echoes that of many before him, including, most recently, Jessica Krug, an activist and George Washington University professor of African American history who, like Rachel Dolezal, passed as black for years. Then you have Satchel Cole, aka Jennifer Benton, a prominent member of Indiana's activist of color who falsely identified as black. And C.V. Vitolo-Hayden, a University of Madison, Wisconsin graduate student and teacher who passed as black, eventually apologizing and resigning as an instructor. As for Chapman's stunt that, quote, was about getting one over on the feminist, sociologist and professor Jessie Daniels explained, she compares it to trolling and the right-wing concept of owning the libs, calling it pathological, stupid, and asinine. But she also explains that this sort of identity tourism is very old in terms of the internet phenomenon, end quote. We do not need to dress this up and sweep it under the rug. Race riots and other crimes against black people have taken place with the start with someone either lying on someone black or pretending to be black and inciting fear and hatred against blacks. Identity tourism with the intent to be malicious and harmful should be charged as a hate crime, because Craig Chapman not exposed, he would have continued to pretend to be a black woman and possibly incited violence. I disagree with the professor that said that Chapman should be given a second chance, or he doesn't really hold this against Chapman, because I do. Anytime you're pretending to be something you're not and you're saying things inflammatory, you're basically causing harm to that group you're pretending to be. Until you're outed and people know the truth, you get to hide and sit in the shadows while whatever you were instigating comes to fruition. This should be equivalent to a hate crime. I got it. Some people are going to be like, well, what was the intent? What was the outcome and all that? We got to definitely nip stuff in the bud, because if you don't, out all the other people who are doing the whole race tourism, gender tourism, pretending to be somebody they're not. They're going to continue to do damage and do harmful things, and people are going to get blamed for it who shouldn't be blamed and shouldn't be responsible. So that's the video. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts. Thumbs up the video, share to your social media. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Go forth and do great things. The Black Balance Network. The Black Balance Network is a cooperative of black content creators that provide opinions and commentary. We're all about supporting the individual, collective, and community, as well as supporting businesses and ideas to the grassroots level. The group includes Business Minded Talk, D. Durrell, Faith, Ray the Awareness Channel, and the Screen Learning Channel. Be sure to check us out, and we look forward to providing you with great content.